around Nigeria. A feat they accomplished with our chairman as far back as 1984. So IVF is not new in Nigeria. We have the pioneers to carry out here with us. Also, Professor Emeritus Professor Osani Yuwasage, as his beautiful wife, Dr. Mrs. Angela Yuwasage, a distinguished dental surgeon. Welcome, ma'am. Our second speaker for this plenary session is Mr. Wahab Olagunju from the Bank of Industry. He will be joining us shortly.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and the distinguished members of the high table. It's a privilege to be here to chair this session, which, even though I should be part of it, but I'm being mandated to share it. For me, it is what I believe is necessary for information, not just beyond this university, beyond this country, but even globally, that Nigeria made a trailblazing effect in this field of human reproduction. And today, the speaker will be talking on leadership, education, and the healthcare system. But I believe in the process, he will give us all he knows in this field with regards to human reproduction. I also thank the Executive Secretary of MUC, Dr. Aman Kobinia. You're welcome. And of course, the better half of the guest speaker, Dr. Mrs. Angela Yuwasaki, a distinguished dentist in her own right. You're welcome.
Distinguished academics, Emeritus Professor Ashiru, and Dr. Yuwasaki. I form felicitations from the Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission, Professor Rashid. He would have loved to be here himself, but due to the exigency of his office, he is not able to join us here today. I stand in his place as the Director of Research, Innovation and Information Technology at the National Universities Commission. But for us at NUC, we are not surprised that UNILAG continues on the path of excellence and leadership in the Nigerian university system in terms of this activity of research and showcasing the research activities in the universities. Unfortunately, in our country, the information about our universities are not always positive. Because generally, events such as this, I think researchers in the Nigerian university system generally wing the dark, because most of what is being done ends on the pages of one journal or the other. So events like this will give the opportunity for members of the public to get to know how busy our researchers have been, and of course shed some positive light on the negative image which our university system most of the time gets, especially at times when ASU is very busy, such as now. So we are very happy to be associated with the University of Lagos in recognizing the importance, in fact the primacy of research in the life of the university, because basically that's what differentiates the university from other educational institutions. So we're happy. I've looked at the program, I've seen a long list of parallel sessions, documenting very rigorous activities and very meaningful outcomes from research activities. And so all that I need to say is to say that I'm very happy to be here and having the opportunity for the second time to listen to the distinguished world-class professor, Professor Sato Iwasani. I wish you all very well as you continue this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. We sincerely appreciate your coming and representing the Executive Secretary of NUC, Professor Abubakar Adamu Rashid, MNI, MFR. It's indeed a pleasure having you around. While Dr. Yusuf was giving his welcome remarks, Mr. Oba walked in. We would like to warmly recognize you and request you to please come up to the high table, sir. You're most welcome, sir. He's representing the Executive Secretary of the National Content Development Board. You're most welcome, sir. It's indeed a privilege to have each and every one of us here in University of Lagos, the University of First Choice and the nation's pride. We warmly welcome you all and request that all delegates who are yet to collect their name tags should please do so as soon as possible, probably after the plenary session for now. We would also want to inform delegates that this event is being covered live by the University of Lagos TV station. It's the first amongst all tertiary institutions in Nigeria. Round of applause for UNILAG TV. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium Emeritus Professor Osato Giwa-Osagi to come deliver his lecture. Emeritus Professor. Round of applause for him.
All protocol observed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. We were swinging this graph so I can see the slides. You will see that I've been put down to talk about leadership, education, and healthcare reform. I have a lot to say about that, but I'm not going to say it today in that manner. But I'll keep referring to it. I'll make some comments right at the beginning. It's obvious why the University of Lagos keeps scoring quite high in assessments. Those of you who are working in the University of Lagos as students will remember that this was the multi-purpose hall. Many of the financially advantageous things of the University of Lagos in the last 20 years by the late Professor Omotola. And at one time, I hasten, I'm not a Ijebu man, I'm not Yoruba at all. And so I have no vested interest in trying to bolster his image. If you've done something that's illegal, you pay the penalty. But when you pay that penalty, it should end there. But one time it was as if his name was going to be buried with him. So I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that this place has been renamed after Jelili Omotola. It shows how progressive and how evolving this university is. Secondly, generally, what you see in the University of Lagos is that it has continued to evolve. From the days of Ajayi, through Adeshola, and other VCs, through Omotola, and now through Ramon, present VC. So as people seek to replace the present VC, they must be aware that they are taking on a task of a university that is progressive, and therefore they must move in the path of progress. And I'm very happy to have decided to come here. When I came back from England in 1978, I could have gone to Ibadan. I definitely could have gone to the University of Benin, who wanted me quite badly. But I chose because I was born in Lagos, and I was familiar with Lagos. And I've served since 1978 in Lagos. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to see the developments that have gone on in this campus. Unfortunately, people like me don't have the billions that your $10 and Adenugas and Hakim Bello Sagis have. Otherwise, you will have known that you have an academic staff that has money. Because I will have flooded you with money. And put as an intellectual resources it has. We've just been looking at the World Athletics Championships. Nigeria has come back with 0 medal. 0. When you go back to 1984, Los Angeles Olympic Games, the days of Innocent Ebunike and co., Nigeria was rivaling many countries, and we were at the same level as people like Britain. These were Nigerians. They were not imported from outside the universe. We've allowed the country to just go to nothing. People fight to be chairman of this, chairman of that, and they have nothing to offer. Those who have something to offer, they bully them and frighten them out of the field. They are prepared to assassinate, to stop you becoming chairman of something or an MD of something. But my old tutor at Cambridge University, Dr. Gordon Wright, who's over 100 years old now, used to say, when you fight for a position, you should ask yourself, what am I going to do with it? Is it sufficient just to make more money for yourself and your supporters and your ethnic groups? Is that enough? In Nigeria, it seems to be enough. Nobody cares whether you have changed that position. You can appoint your own brother or sister to be your head of finance, and you will get away with it. You can move your sister from grade level 8 to grade level 13, as has been happening, and you will get away with it. But that aside, in spite of that, there are many professors here, women and men, with money to survive. And we will keep surviving until the golden age of Nigeria comes, which we have been expecting, and it will come. So today I'm going to speak about from research to application. In my own field of assisted reproduction, and as I give the lecture, I will pinpoint for you from time to time what role leadership and education have played in achieving the goal of assisted reproduction in this country. The field in which Professor Ashiru told you, Nigeria, and in particular, University of Lagos and Lagos University Hospital, were the first in the whole of West Africa, East Africa, and Central Africa, who were the first to achieve successful human in vitro fertilization. 49 in Nigeria. It's the story of the mustard seed. Very small, it just explodes and multiplies. From 1 to 49, from the seed that was planted in this university. So, I will always come to this university if you invite me to come and talk, because I have found it a good place to be able to achieve my objectives. As I was developing, nobody blocked me because I was not Yoruba. Nobody blocked me because I was not Nigerian. Nobody blocked me because I was not a Mason, etc. It was my papers that spoke for me. And I became a full professor here at the age of 40 in a clinical science. That was very fast. Now, there has always been, go back to slide 1, please. That tells you the topic I'm going to talk about. Next slide. Okay. There's a famous religious injunction saying people should go forth and multiply. All Christians know it. All religions are pro-natalist. They want you to produce and produce. We know that, of course, that is not very wide these days. When you know the price of even elementary school, not to talk about university. And in such a society, the consequences of not having children can be quite severe. It involves divorce. Many men divorce their women in Africa because they haven't had a child for them. Many men or many families actually disown the woman who doesn't have a child. And some will physically bring another wife for their son. So it's a very major medical and social issue. But even in biblical times, infertility existed. You heard the story of Abraham and his wife, who, very advanced in age, didn't have any child. They fulfilled the definition of infertility quite clearly. Which you define that if there's no pregnancy, after more than 12 months of regular, unprotected sexual intercourse. So Abraham and Sarah were infertile. Now, they were healed by spiritual injunction. If you like, I call it spiritual IVF. And because she was told that she would have a child, and she had a child. At an incredible age of both of them. There are religious groups in Nigeria today that have special sessions on seeds of the womb, prayers and anointing. I hear the advertisements on radio, sometimes on television. And there are programs in churches, including the bigger evangelical churches, that are devoted to the seed of the womb. If we now look at research, you see that in research, you must have a concept. What is the challenge to you? What do you want to look into? Then you have to have a design. It's okay. We are interested in looking at how we can bypass the woman's tube. Her tube is of no use. We want to bypass it. So how are we going to do it? How are we going to collect the egg, fertilize it, and put it in the womb? Then you go on to implement that design and a strategy. You analyze your efforts and disseminate your information. Then you now get to a stage where you are getting positive results, showing that your design and strategy was correct. You go on to implementation and a wider scale to the state of application. You must now also go on to decide what will be your next steps. What next? In infertility, the scientific approach involves looking at the causes and investigating them, giving treatment and follow-up, and constantly reviewing your results. If we remind ourselves of the definition of infertility as a failure to conceive after 12 months of regular sexual intercourse without contraception, you will note there that it doesn't say anything about marital status. When I was a medical student, we used to say a married couple that failed to achieve a pregnancy, blah, 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 blah. Then as the world evolved, they removed that marital status. If you're having sexual intercourse for over 12 months without contraception, and if you achieve no pregnancy, you are infertile. There's always the issue of what is frequent intercourse. We have found that you should have intercourse at least 2 times a week. That if you have intercourse more than 2 times a week, even at random, from time to time you'll find that your intercourse coincides with your fertility period. So if you look at the causes, on average, about 35% of couples have infertility. The range is about 10 to 30% of couples aged 19 to 45. And if you look at the contributions, you find that 35% to 40% you have female factors. Male factors also 35 to 40%. Both 20 to 30%. And unexplained 5 to 10%. There are regional variations. In a survey at one time, it was found that infertility was very high in northern Cameroon and the Sudan, much higher there than in a place like Nigeria or Ghana. The female causes, the main female cause is tubal factor. Blocked tubes, narrow tubes. And why is this so common? It's common because of infection. Sexually transmitted infections, infections during labor and delivery. We know that if your membranes have ruptured for more than 24 hours, there's an increased risk. But that's where we get infected. The infection can rise and go on and affect our tubes. The formation of adhesions following surgery for fibroids, for ovarian cysts, even cesarean section. So infections and adhesions account for the majority of tubal factors.
In Bank of Industry, as an executive director there, I will want you to explain to us the rationale behind some of your policies of not financing startups, or that you only finance procurement of fixed assets without helping people with working capital.
Some people have their own money, they invest in setting up their factories, but may run out of working capital. When they approach you for assistance, they are turned down. So we don't know what drives that kind of policy, because in a country like India, they assist medium and small enterprises with as low as 2% interest rate. Your interest rate here is quite attractive at about 6% or thereabouts. Now, if you do not finance working capital, and you now direct someone who has spent his or her personal savings to start up the business, you now direct such a person to the conventional banks to go and borrow at 35% of, working capital. How do you expect such an organization to survive? Thank you.
Thank you. Please summarize your questions so that we can have as many. Yes, the gentleman in the car.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Olu Okekonye. I'm in the entertainment industry. And Mr. Olagunju, I know very well. Before the back of the industry, we have NIDB. And they used to sponsor theater production in this country. And we were doing very well. But suddenly, when you became the Bank of Industry, you stopped it. The bank stopped it. Now, recently, during the last regime, they gave money lavishly to some people to produce Nollywood or something like that. But the real people who are producing for Nigeria in the entertainment, we are not getting anything. They will ask you to go and bring your father's house, your mother's, whatever. Who are you? Who is your father? Who is your brother? And at the end, you will not get anything. Now, you're talking about entertainment industry. Last year in UK, you know how much money entertainment industry brought into the economy? More than 680 something billion pounds sterling. And also in America, almost about $2 or $3 trillion into their economy. But here in Nigeria, our banks, they are not giving us anything. If you don't belong, you cannot get any money. And when they want to give it to you eventually, it's either you pay about 50% interest. So how do you want somebody like me, who does not have anybody, a big man in the country, to produce my own products to help my nation? Look at that camera. You know the value of it. It's not produced here in Nigeria. We have to travel abroad to go and buy it. And when you ask the bank to give you, to borrow you money, it is hell. So how do you want us to survive? Thank you very much.
I take one more question for Dr. Olagunju, and then if there are questions for the other speakers, please come in and do so. Yeah, if you have questions, please stay behind so that we know, and then we have just 4 more questions. Yes, next? Any other questions? Yes, please come and stay behind the last speaker. Yes? Thank you. That's it. You can tell them what you want to ask. Yes?
I'm Safiu Adekunle Bello, a PhD student from the Department of Metallurgical and Material Engineering. My question goes to speaker from Nigeria Content Development Management Board. So the first question I will ask is that for those graduates who are trained through NCDMB, so what's the effort the SPMB is doing after this training for securing the job for them? Because most of the time when this
just ask your question so that we don't have comments.
So
we don't have time.
That is number one. Then number two, on the area of using the local materials. Now, when we look at those materials used on oil and gas, so we have most of them, they are iron-based materials. Now, what is the effort of NCDMB in resuscitating Ajaokuta? Because with this material, if the Ajaokuta is not working, there's no way we can have production of this material in the country. That's another one.
I think that's enough.
Then
that's enough for you.
Thank you very much. My name is Dr. U.S. Yoka for Department of Physiotherapy. I want to commend the erudite emeritus professor for the brilliant presentation. I have just a question to him. And the question is, looking at the breakthrough that's been made in the ART in Nigeria, particularly with the role models of himself, Professor Sage, and my teacher, Professor Ashiru, my anatomy teacher. Do we have the success rates that has been reported in your art? What's the equivalent in terms of success in sex selection? Is there relativity in sex selection success rate? Or where are we in Nigeria? Thank you.
I am Kehinde Bello, a postgraduate student from Obafemi Awolowo University. Sorry. Sir, my question goes to Professor Osagi. Impossibilities are becoming possible now due to science and technology. Sir, a news went viral on the internet as a man gave birth to a baby. Sir, is it possible? Is it true? If it is possible, when are you guys starting in Nigeria?
Thank you.
that's my question.
Good afternoon. Kemi Olowu from Advanced Legal Studies. We want to crave your indulgence if you can work out something for us, Mr. Ola. It should not be NACB or IDB, Bank of Industry or whatever. Let it be the local banks that we have provision for agric. Then, without a foundation, we will not take agric serious. I moved to a place called Farm Settlement near Lasprotec in Ikorodu, and I started some kind of farming to augment my salary. The first thing that came to me was, if you visit General Hospital as a woman, you do so maybe every year to maybe pap smear or general screening. You will be told there's no antivenom. The possibility of being bitten by a snake or other serpent on the farmlands is high, and there's no antivenom, at least in Ikorodu. Then the second one is preservation of whatever you harvest. I visited some countries, for instance, South Africa. If you see the windmills, no matter what you harvest, it is preserved. In short, farmers are rated higher than the president. I ate like I was going to die because food was cheap, rock bottom cheap. So we have to get these things in place. We harvest a lot of things, like this is farming corn season now. You just have to dispose it at any price. That tomato, we also can harvest it in Nigeria, but if you cannot get it to my 12 within the shortest possible time, you are on your own. Then the local schooling. People praise schooling in Nigeria, but for some of us women, with our experience, we will rather sell everything off to send us, at least our female children, abroad. Because the level of sexual harassment, I had a foster daughter that lived with me. She's married now. She called me and said, "Mommy, I don't know if I will abandon my studies." I went to the HOD, said, "You better cooperate with that lecturer because I have my own too. I don't know what to tell you." So local schooling is most admirable. at least, especially for the marriage aspect, so that your son doesn't go and pick a white lady and without knowing the implications. But the issue of sexual, thank you.
Taking comments. You want questions, not comments, please. Thank you.
My question is to the professor, sir. I want to find out if there's any way the private sectors that are also doing the IVF, is there any way there's a policy guiding them? Because there are some of them, the charging and all that. And there was a particular experience my uncle had, and went to the place, the facility on ground, you know, these people cannot do, and they advertise that they are doing that. I know maybe there are checks put in place for exploit this.
Thank you.
Dr. Odusoya, Department of Education and Foundation.
Tyree Kemefino Kudolo, Department of Political Science. What is central to the 3 lectures that has been delivered is political leadership. There's a problem here, leadership. So my question is to the professor. His topic is tilted towards leadership. So I want to know, Prof, give me your candid view, sir, about the kind of political leadership that has led the health sector during your sojourn as an intellect, at the level of innovation, ideas, and how this level of political leadership has impacted in terms of what you have done in your area of expertise.
My name is Tunde Jimo. I'm a postgraduate student of a business education at University of Lagos. I have Mr. Olaguju. I was a banker before. And then when I left the bank as an entrepreneur. I started a business, and the business was flourishing. But along the line, we have problems with your capital. And then we approached BOI. They told us to go to your website. They have a lot of options there that we can fill. We filled it. We filled the form. But up to today, we did not hear anything from it. Please, sir, I just want you to know something. National development is not a matter of financing or what your company normally show on a channel. There are a lot of people that they don't need machine, but they can use their initiative, innovation, what we were taught here, to establish something for people, even to employ some people. But it's unfortunate that BOI doesn't consider those people. I want you, as the head of that place, to have a collaboration with University of Lagos, entrepreneur department, or because we have a coordinator here, or business management or business admin, because I know that I've been in this school for more than 6 years. I've never seen anything that BOI is doing with any of our faculty. Just for the BOI to know the importance of entrepreneur. Consider, because I know that I saw you in England once, and then you attended that lecture, the entrepreneur, what they are giving to Britain today. Those entrepreneurs, we look at the machine aspect, everything, but we don't look at people that they are using their head. We have a lot of us here that they can use it. Please, I just want you to look at it. First of all, look at it's an observation. All the product that you have, please, they should work on it, and then they should follow it up.
Well, can we thank all those who have asked questions? And at the end of the session, the speakers will be around. So if I did not allow you to answer all your questions, you can meet them privately. So right now, we'll just give them about 3 minutes here and 3 minutes here, maybe 5, 3, 2, quickly and address all those issues. Thank you.
So, thank you very much, sir. You are right. At some point, we are not financing work capital or startups. But one of the things I was able to effect last year when I was in charge of the bank was that we should start financing work capital, and we started doing so. Because we said we were in a recession, and the lowest hanging fruits are the brownfields, existing companies. If you invest in a startup in 2016, that company will not start producing until maybe 2018 or 2019. You can't wait for 3 years to start creating jobs. So we say, look, existing companies that need work capital, because of the exchange rate fluctuation, those who spent 10 million of work capital when the exchange was 150 would now require about 20 or 30 million with an exchange rate of 300 million, 300 to the dollar. So we started financing work capital, so that addresses your question. Then we do startups. We do finance startups. Like the Graduate Entrepreneurship Fund that we have with the NYSC. All those we finance are startups. And there are many names. You can find them on our website. You know, they produce shoes, they produce garments. They are all startups. That has been addressed. The creative sector. I will take you back to the London Olympics 2012. No humility. That was my vision. Dr. Silva, Olu Jacobs, they put up 3 Nigerian plays at Theatre Royal in Stratford. We created a Nigerian house for 6 weeks. We had music, we had drama, we had the exhibition of arts. Sonny Ade performed, Shokuti did, Asha did, Two-Face did their did. I'm mentioning that's because we're supporting the creative industry. And if not for customer bank confidentiality, there are at least 10 customers we financed who have paid back within record time. A female actress collected money, produced a film, and she paid back. A musician also collected 60 million and paid back within 6 months. Then another person built up cinema houses. He used to manage cinema houses in the UK, came to Nigeria as a diaspora. He didn't have collateral, by the way, but we tapped to his cash flow by asking his commercial bank to manage his box office. They sell the tickets, bank the money for him. When he due to repeat DOI, the commercial bank sweeps to our accounts. So we're able to deal with the collaboration of the commercial bank, we're able to lay hands on his cash flow. So we do think outside the box, depending on the business proposal that you bring to us. Funding preservation, agriculture, we've been doing quite a lot in that space. It's just that as an entrepreneur, you need to be diligent, you need to persevere, you need to demonstrate that you are serious. You don't just go to the website, feel something, and then you don't pursue it. How do we know you are interested? We receive how many a day? Some make sense, some don't make sense. But we have a customer care line that you can call 24/7, that you can reach our staff interactive. So please be more persistent in this regard. I think I'll be able to answer almost all. There was a question on the policy summers for my brother. I don't know how you want me to address that question. You know, I mean, policy consistency. You know, all I can assure you is that in our own corner, we commit to do the best for our country. Because what I keep asking my colleagues is, do we want our children to pray for us or to curse us? Very important. So our children, we want them to pray for us to ensure that we do well for them. When I was having my kids in the 80s, I keep saying to myself, the leaders at that time didn't have plan for my children. So we shouldn't make the same mistake. Let's try and ensure that we plan for our children. Thank you.
I must thank BOI because for the grant they gave to our center, we would not have been able to start the genetic diagnosis for sickle cell and for sex selection. So maybe it was probably the first outside the box in medicine. But I assure them that maybe we can do it, and I'm happy that we do not disappoint.
It showed character, it showed competence, it showed capacity. Mental difficulty. It can of course, it's my paymaster. You know when in the pay is
so that my salary gets paid. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, gender selection is possible and can be done in Nigeria. What people are trying to work at are the conditions for doing it. You're just going to do it because you have two girls, you want a boy, so then that's controversial. You're going to do it because you want to identify the gender of the embryo, so that you do not transfer embryos that will carry that disease that leads to that gender. That is acceptable to most people. So selecting gender for sex balancing is controversial. It is being done, it's possible, but selecting gender so as you can exclude gender-related transmission of disease, most people will accept that. There was a very important meeting in Victoria Island International Affairs, Saturday before the last, called by the Association of Fertility and Regulation for Fertility and Regulation, AFRH, of which we are patrons. And I was talking about ethics of ART. It was quite obvious from the discussion that was going on between people who were there. There were Islamic scholars, Christian reverends, everybody they were out there, that they didn't accept gender selection for sex balancing as a general thing. And that most of them will accept it if you want to detect the gender so that you can exclude gender-related transmission of disease. But it's still at that stage. Secondly, in terms of regulation, I think by and large, we are still in the wild, wild west. There is no regulation as of now. All the doctors has to do is to get what they call informed consent. The people who are doing the process, whether it's surrogacy or donor sperm insemination, must consent that that's what they want to do. The woman will consent, her partner will consent. There's a third party will also consent. So if a woman is going to carry a baby for a couple, the woman who's going to carry will say that that's what she wants to do, and that she's doing it voluntarily. And those who are commissioning the pregnancy will also sign that that's what they do. But they don't know each other. They don't know each other, at least in Nigeria as of now. Now, I understand that India, for instance, they've changed their law now, that you can only do surrogacy for a member of your family. You cannot do it for commercial purposes for somebody else, because a lot of people, particularly Americans, were going to India to get surrogate babies, to pay the money and to bring back to America. And there was one that they had twins, and the twins, one was number one and number one. The Americans took the number one and left the number one woman who was not in the position to look at other people. So the government changed the law in India. And in Nigeria, we have no law, but the association is drafting guidelines and talking about this issue with government. The government has invited, Lagos State government has invited the association to discussions to draft the regulations for assisted conception in Lagos State. We know that Lagos does it and the others will follow. Why it's important that the association is involved, because the association are the ones that know the most about these issues. We don't want any religious-based person who's in the ministry to just take over the process and put in what is okay for his or her own religious inclination. Okay. We are not all Muslims, we are not all Christians, we are not all evangelicals. We are a mixture of people, and we should do things bearing that in mind. So, but the way Lagos State is going about it, that's what's going to happen. I think with the experts working with them, they've come out with reasonable guidelines. And we know, of course, that in Nigeria, having the regulation or law is one matter. Enforcement is an even bigger challenge. Because you know there are many things that are illegal that are being done. Very often, when you have a law against something, you are creating money for police. So they start taking bribes and so on, and you are creating an environment for blackmailers. People that don't like a particular person will go and complain about them, and then waste their time because of the investigation. Usually that guy didn't do anything wrong at all. So those are the issues that are handled. So regulation is being tackled. Now, about the report of the man who had a pregnancy, the fundamental issue is this. He cannot have a pregnancy as of now. He doesn't have a uterus. So, even if he's genetically male and he's said to have had a baby, then it means that he has a uterus. Nobody has invented artificial uterus yet. So what we should be interested in is what is his gender. Is he XY or XX? You know, and where did the uterus come out from? The one I saw online was as if he was delivering the baby through his penis. They showed his penis enlarging and enlarging and enlarging, and then it ruptured. The baby came out. We know that that's not possible. So that person has a uterus somewhere, and which will be a rudimentary uterus that are now enlarged with treatment. After all, women who have rudimentary uterus like a Turner syndrome XO, we give them hormones, and that uterus will enlarge enough to be able to carry a baby for that woman. That's somebody who is XO, not XX, not XY. So, I'd like to see more details about that story. I saw it in the newspaper, I saw it online. And to answer the question, where is the uterus from? It can definitely not carry a pregnancy in its penis. Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I think you realize that we've had a very nice session. Can we please give the two local content question?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the securing jobs for the graduate program, what I have to say here is that jobs are needed and everybody knows jobs are needed. But when we have on the job training, the graduates, what we do is we appeal to the companies to absorb as much they can. And then the other ones that are not able to get jobs, be able to update their competency profile on our electronic platform. Our electronic platform is the Logic Joint Qualification System. It's available online. And so if you go to the individual competency model, for those of you who have not registered, you can upload your profile. For postgraduate students, they can upload their bachelor's profile on the individual model. For those of them that have had additional training and certification, they can now update their profile as the case may be. Now that is important because what we do in expected voter management is we try as much as possible to create and enforce what is called succession plan. Succession plan means that two people have understudy an expert so as to be able to acquire the skill and training that expert has. So once the expert is leaving the country, it is assumed that that position is vacant. And in the case that the company, the employee of that company who is supposed to be understudying or understudying that expert is leaving that employment, that position becomes vacant. And if the company needs an expert to occupy that position, in case it is vacant, that means it's a new position. What we do by law is we compel the company to put up advert for those positions. So if you are qualified to apply for those positions, you apply. Then during the interview process, NCDMB is also presented, on the panel. Then on the issue of the Ajakuta steel rolling mill, I grew up to hear about Ajakuta. I honestly, and I heard much money has been spent. Money was spent in those days. I don't know whether they're still spending money now. And I hear it's very large expanse of land and all of that. But you see, the story, in those days maybe it was palatable to the ears of some people, but I bet you it's a very sad story the way it is. And that tells you how bad leadership can be in this country. It tells you that there has never been any plan for domiciliation of manufacturing activities in the country. And so it's a task I know very well at this moment. NCTAB alone cannot do. We'll try our best. We have a lot of advocacy programs. We meet with our sister agencies and other agencies in the country. And the BOI is here. The BOI sometimes discuss with them to seal the $200 million SME intervention scheme. These are some of the collaborations we've been doing. Like I said before, my duty when I came to UNILAG is to also foster that kind of collaboration where we can forge ahead just for advancement of the local content. So I appeal to all of us that seated here, young people, older people, to put all our resources together and make sure that we resuscitate and you put us still holding. Thank you.
So just before we draw the curtain and present the plaque, we'd like to thank you all, the listening audience, in the words of our former council chairman, because you listened well. So thank you very much for listening. And I also want to thank those that gave us lecture well. So, so thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. So at this time, we'll ask the chairman to present the plaque to two special guests that gave us this period of lecture.
This is the 12th University of Lagos National Research Conference. It's for Professor Osato Iwosage as a plenary speaker in 2017 announcement. Award to Mr. Olatunju Olatunju as a plenary speaker at the 27th. So it's final. At this point, I can now make the final remark that we have all been well fed, as the organizer said, and you have also listened well. So we are going home, at least for me, more informed with the potentials that Nigeria has lost, where we could be, and more informed the state of art of assisted reproductive technology in Nigeria. So thank you all for coming. It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. A round of applause for all members of the high table.